Imagine losing 30 years for nothing. Imagine being sent to prison as a young woman. And walking out 30 years later, old, broken, and with nothing left. Not because you committed a crime, but because of a lie. In 1987, Joyce Watkins' life turned upside down. She and her boyfriend were accused of something unthinkable, hurting a little girl who had briefly been in their care. The child's death was tragic. But what no one wanted to hear was that Joyce had nothing to do with it. Medical evidence later showed the girl's injuries had occurred long before she ever stayed with Joyce. But the police and prosecutors ignored that. They had their suspects. And they were determined to get a conviction. The trial was quick. The defense was weak. And the jury believed the story they were told. Joyce and her boyfriend were sentenced to decades behind bars. For Joyce, that meant 30 years. 30 years locked away for something she didn't do. 30 years of birthdays missed. 30 years of freedom stolen. 30 years of being called a criminal when she was innocent all along. Inside prison, Joyce's life slipped away piece by piece. Her loved ones grew older without her. The world outside changed in ways she couldn't keep up with. And every night, she went to sleep knowing she was paying for a crime that never even happened under her watch. But then, after decades, something changed. Lawyers re-examined the case. Medical experts reviewed the evidence with modern eyes. And what they found was shocking, yet simple. Joyce Watkins and her boyfriend were innocent. The girl had been injured before she ever came into their home. In 2021, the court finally admitted the truth. Her conviction was overturned. Her name was cleared. But nothing could give her back the years she lost. Joyce walked out of prison a free woman. But she wasn't the same. Her youth was gone. Her opportunities vanished. Her life stolen by a system that failed her. Imagine losing 30 years. For nothing. Joyce's story isn't just about the past. It's about the danger of rushing to judgment, the cracks in the system, and how easily an innocent life can be destroyed. Because if it could happen to her, it could happen to anyone.